I am late.
Left or right side?
Yes.
As long as you have this
I'm late for live stream.
right.
Okay. And
No
the
one can escape.
officer couldn't recognize me and
when we
keep
have
me
this
out.
mind, when we have this mind, we
Hello?
also have to go through so many things in our life.
Can I check the audio?
I want that. I want this. I don't like that. I don't like this. All those things you can name it. Either I want it, I don't like it. I want you to be like this. I don't want you to be like that. With all expectation makes us suffer. Is that right? Because when we expect something, it would not come to us. It would not turn out the way we expected it. When we talk with our parents, our parents won't listen. When we talk with our kids walk away.
Hello.
All those things
Audio
in life.
checking.
And we are always trying to talk. Because our kid is always hanging around with toxic people. They always like to go out late. And we try to persuade them, we try to talk with them and ask them, don't go out too much, focus on your school, on your studying. And they don't listen. And then we suffer. And then when we talk with our parents always say that you have to listen to me because I gave birth to you. Things like that. So, and then we react. We get mad at our parents. We also walk out that door. This is what happening around us every day. All those things within our family. I'm not talking about the society. We are talking about our own family first. We are suffering from there, not out there. And from that family, divided out, each and every member, our own. We have one world inside of us. And this world is turning black, dark, no light. All kind of suffering. All kind of wild animals live in it. Those wild animals are our mind, our thoughts, our thinking, the way of thoughts, the way of thinking. And within this world, it's spinning like this because we always want to chase that outside world. And we keep spinning that world. The more we spin it, the more we chase, the more we run fast and rush, the more we suffer. And this world is moving too quickly, too fast, and we don't even have time to stop to breathe. How many of us actually stop to breathe the way we should breathe? What is the way we should breathe? We not breathe just like our daily life breathe to survive, like a robot. We are not breathing like that. But that is what we've been breathing. That's how we've been breathing. Now that we need to slow down, how many of us actually hug our heart to feel each and every heartbeat that is pumping inside of this chest? Let us all close our eyes together. Put our left hand on top of the heart, over our heart, and then the right hand on top of the left hand. Relax. Feel those heartbeats. Feel it. Feel each and every beat. Continue feeling it. Focus. Now think of yourself. Remember your face within that heart, by the heart area. Remember your face. Look at your face. Give yourself some love. Say silently, I love you. Feel those heartbeat again. Take a deep breath. And another deep breath. And last one. Thank you. How you feel? How you feel? Great. Relax. Now you can feel your own heartbeat. It's either fast, slow, strong, or sharp. Is that right? How many times in our life that we actually sit down, slow down, stay at one place and just feel our heartbeat? See ourselves, look at ourselves, and tell us that we love ourselves. How many times in our life that we actually can do this? Rarely. It's because we are too busy, way too busy chasing the outside world. That money, that house, that cars, that clothes, everything in life that we've been chasing. We run after it. We try to chase the world. We're afraid that we're going to be left behind. And the more we run, the more we rush, the more we chase, the more we cannot come back to ourselves. And so when you hear about the Buddhist monk walk for peace, about every step the monks made is with mindfulness. And then when you look at them, you actually pause when you see them cross by. Pause for a moment for yourself, and then you stop just to look at them walking. There are so many people drop their livers in front of me just to look at the monks walk instead of holding the livers. Your cell phone. Everywhere we go now, everybody is pointing your lovers to the monks. Like this. Your cell phone is your lovers. And I noticed there are so many people, they also hold their lovers on their hands, pointing at the monks. But then somehow, they decided just stand there and drop their lovers on the ground, put their hands together, and close their eye or they look at the monks. Those images so beautiful. You know why? That is when they can feel them. They come back to themselves. Fully pay attention to what is going on in front of them instead of this lovers videoing. That is when they are awake. It doesn't mean that when you hold the phone, your lover, you are not awake. Depends. Depends on your thought. Your intention to come out for this walk for peace is that I want to do this to post on social media so I can go viral. Or I just want to video it for myself and for my future generation to look at it again. That reminds them that, oh, in 2025 to 2026, there's a group of Buddhist monks, they walk for peace for 2,300 miles from Fort Worth to Washington, D.C., and I actually were there. We can sit down and talk with our grandchildren and all those future generations that way to inspire them that you have to slow down like me. Don't run too fast, okay, kid? Just like that. That is the way when we hold in the phone, and I hope that is the intention we have for most of us. But I know, of course, there are so many people also holding the lover and chase after us too. Many. And so there's time that they chase for a while and I stop and I look at them and smile. Is it enough? He say, okay. And I say, please stop. And they say, thank you. Done. So, when we out there to join with this mission of Walk for Peace, I truly hope that we actually let go of everything and pay fully attention to what we see in front of our eyes. Because that movement, it won't repeat in our life. Is that right? It will not repeat the second time. Because when we already crossed through that area, we will not make a U-turn and then redo it. Or we will not walk again maybe in the future. Right? If we have another walk, it could be a different state, not our state. And so we should record that within our mind. You know why it's so important that we recorded it within our mind instead of this lovers? It's because with something so special, we are not talking about we are special, but this movement is special. Okay? This movement is special, and this is something, if we record it deeply in our mind, this will live with us for the rest of our life. With joy, with happiness, and with peace. If one day we have to go through our difficulties in life, which is anything happen in our life, if you can just remember that moment where you just stood there and look at the monk with your hands up, pay fully attention to it. If you could remember that moment, that will lift you up. You know why? It's because when you have thought, and that thought is something that is so beyond the suffering ones, that will be the most powerful thought to lift everything, to change everything. Instead of thinking about the bad thing in our life that happening right at that moment, we switch that thought from the bad thing to the good thing, which is the movement of the Venerable monks. When you have that thought switching over, you are not living with the bad thoughts anymore. You are free of suffering. Is that how important that is? And what about our last moment of our life? The last moment of our life. We always fight for each and every breath because we want to survive. No one wanted to die. Is that right? We are afraid of hurting. We are afraid of dying. So we are fighting for each and every breath. But we still have to go regardless. If we can pass through, if we can go through that moment, but the moment later we still have to go with the nature, which is death. But here's the thing. When we die with delusion mind versus when we die with a joyful mind, which one would we prefer? Joyful. Is that right? Joyful. Because that mind will lift us up. We will not suffer with that mind. We could die with a smile on our face. Instead of fighting for each and every breath and afraid and scared. But when we suffer, it pulls us down all the way. It pulls us down all the way. I'm telling you, it's go deep down into this earth. That is suffering. And that is when we die and then people send us a card saying, rest in peace. Is that right? Are we rest in peace? No, we are not. Because when we die with this delusion mind, when we not having a peaceful life, there will be no rest in peace. Unless we have peaceful life when we're still alive. Then that is when you die, proudly will rest in peace. Otherwise we are not. And so for us to keep running and chasing after materials and being a slave for money, we need money to live, to survive, of course. Everybody needs. It's just that we don't let it control us. We don't let those control us, because when we let them control us, we suffer a lot. It doesn't matter how rich we are. Millionaires, billionaires, they still suffer. They could have a lot of protein, high protein food, a lot of high quality foods at the fancy restaurant and things like that. Is that right? And the poor people, we just have a bunch of sticky rice and basmati and fried rice and whatever that those is. Low quality of food, low protein, all those. But at the end, everything comes out the same. When you go to the toilet. And guess what? It has the same smell too. So what is the difference? There's no difference, right? And so if we are rich, but we be enslaved to those money and we keep running and running to make the living, and that we have to be richer and richer, and we don't even have time for ourselves just to hug our heart and say, I love you. We are the poorest people in this world. But if you only have this much of sticky rice in your hand, and you appreciate it, you know that it's enough for you because you could survive with this. You don't expect more when you only have this. You will be the richest people in this world. Is that true? Because we don't have to fight, we don't have to keep running to fall after money, and then the more we run, the more we suffer, and we could not reach to the goal that we expected. We suffer. So accepting. And of course, we need to fight, we need to keep trying, keep on working, right? We cannot just sit in here and wait for everything to come to us. No, that's not going to happen. Just like peace. We are expecting that peace will arrive when we pray, and peace will arrive when the monk crosses through our city and our county and our state. That will also not going to happen. This movement is expecting everybody to join together, to walk together with the Venerable monks in order for this world to be at peace, to be a better place for all beings to live. But it's required all the human beings in this country and around the world to walk together every single day, because this is a practice, not a saying, not on those posters, not on the paper, not on any type of sign, but it's a practice of everyday mindfulness within this breath, within this breath, within this heartbeat. Earlier, when you just hold your heart, you feel each and every beat, right? How many of us here actually can see the monkey jumping here and there when you feel in the heartbeat? Monkey means all those thoughts popping up in your mind. Please let me know how many of us have that monkey mind jumping here and there while you hold your heart. A lot. Way a lot. You know why? Because this has been with us for so long. It's become a habit. And this habit is something that we need to change. The bad habit, the old habit, this is something that we really need to change to have a peaceful day and a happy day. By practicing mindfulness breathing. It's already within us for a long time, but we've forgotten it. It's not something that the Buddha or somebody making it up. No. The Buddha has also just found it. It's belong to the nature. It's not belong to the Buddha. And we are here not to talk about Buddhism. We are here not trying to convert anybody either. We are here just for one mission. It's just to collect all these fireflies to fly with us, to shine all those light to each and every corner of this world, so that everybody can see the light of wisdom. Once we have that light of wisdom, we will be free of suffering. And so this breath is being with us that at the beginning I said, we live and we breathe in and out just like a robot. Without mindfulness, without awareness of each breath going in and out. So now is the time, now is the chance for all of us to change ourselves to have a new habit, which is breathe in, breathe out with awareness. Without this, we will go back to the old days and be in struggle again. Mindfulness can cure anxiety, stress, depression, all those things. It has been proven. And I myself practiced a while, long enough to see, and I help a lot of people with depression as well. I myself also went to the prison to teach mindfulness meditation as well. And it's brought a lot of benefits to the people. So, for us to practice this, all it requires is we have to have some time within our day. Spare some time, make some time for yourself just to relax. Find a peaceful place at your home, at your house, and then sit down, relax. Pay attention to this breathing by the nostril. Breathe in and breathe out the way it is. Don't force the breath. Just let it go in and out. But now we add awareness to it. That's it. The breath going in, we aware of that breath going in. The breath going out, we aware of that breath going out. In, out, in, out. That's all we need to do. And then we in and out, that monkey mind will jump. That monkey mind will jump is not because we are sitting in meditation and it's jump, but it's jumping every second, but we cannot see it. Why we could not see it? Because we are too busy doing something else and multitask ourselves. That's why we could not see it. Now that we let go of everything and just relax and focus on one thing, which is the breathing, then that is when we can see our mind, our monkey mind, clearly, vividly. But for most of us, we cannot see it right away. We chase after it when it pops up. 1 hour of meditation, we chase after it 59 minutes. Only 1 minute breathe in and breathe out. That thought pop up, we chase after it. Then when our friend or our teacher wake us up, oh, it's done, within 59 minutes chasing the thoughts. Because we don't have the new habit yet, remember? This is how we train our mind to have a new habit, to train that wild animal within us, to sit, stay, lying down, and don't move. Just like I teach Aloka. Aloka sit, he will sit. Stay, he will stay. But not these days, because he's being spoiled by all of us here. So much love, and now he's still at the hospital. And the doctor says what? He's like a king. And so when I train Aloka and I realize myself, I realize that this is the mind of all the beings here. We always chasing after objects. That voice, that image, that person, this thing, that thing, all these things in our life. When we see the movement like Aloka, when he sees something move, he go after it. When he's untrained, is that right? The dog. And so day after day, I have to spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I spend a lot of time every day to teach Aloka. Whenever he sees that something move, he about to pick up and go after it, I say, stay. Then he was like crying, asking me to, can I go please? I say, no, stay. I have to do this a lot of the time for long enough in order for him to understand. No is no. Stay. And then whenever he already aware of that coming, and he knows that when I say no means he has to stay, now he see the rabbit. It's a new thing for him. He will go after the rabbit instead of the squirrel. Right? And then I have to teach him about the rabbit. I have to teach him about anything that moves. And now that he be able to stay. Right? Our mind is the same. We always go after any object, every object. And that is why it's recorded in here. And whenever the right conditions come, there's chance for it. All those things that are already recorded in our head is pop up. That is when we are overwhelmed with all kind of thoughts. And we suffer, we stress. And that is when a lot of people committed to suicide. Especially teenagers nowadays. Because they are not suitable. Their mind is so weak. They could not bear those feelings when they are hurt. You know why they are weak? It's because we spoil them. Every time when they cry, we say, go there, grab the lovers, and go there and play. Grab the phone, go to the chair, sofa, and play. We teach them right when they're still young, a baby. We already taught them that. Anything that they like, anything that they want, we always provided them. They are dependent on us a lot. And now that them and us dependent on technologies, cell phone, your lovers. Back then, 20 years ago, we could remember the whole phone book. And now ask yourself how many numbers that you could remember. 3, 5, maximum 7, 10. Depends, right? And for those who memorize about 10 numbers, they probably have the pagers now, still using the pager instead of the smartphone. And guess what? We live with our lovers every day. And that is why we always sidetrack. We cannot control our emotion. 1 year, you change one lover. Is that right? We always chase after the new version of phone coming out. And there are years that you have to change 2 or 3 lovers. You know why? Those times when you brought him and her to the toilet and talk. You love it. I don't know why you love talking with your lover in the toilet. While you do it number 1 and number 2. And then being not mindful, you are unmindful when talking with your lover in that toilet. Somehow, you drop her or him in that bowl. ... You feel it in what's in there. And now you have to change another lover. So 2 or 3 lovers per year. So wasteful. Right? So don't bring her or him to the toilet anymore. Leave them outside. Go do your number 1 and number 2. Come out. Because it stinks in there. That is how we train ourselves. Train our mind to be more mindful on one thing at the time. That's what I want you to understand. Train ourselves to have a new habit of doing one thing at the time. Doing number 1, just number 1. Number 2, just number 2. Eating, just eating. Don't eat and watching TV and talk at the same time. Don't change your clothes while watching movie or listening to music at the same time. Don't go to bed and still holding your lovers in your hand at the same time. You could not go to bed. You could not go to sleep. Is that right? And then in the middle of the night, you wake up. The first person you will ask and reach for is your lovers. And you could not go back to sleep. And this is our habit right here. We've been living like this for a long time, long enough, and our kids now, they're doing the same thing. Even worse. More than us. So how can they have a strong mind to deal with difficulties? We need to think about this. We need to change the way of teaching our kids. Otherwise, we will ruin them. And then when they committed suicide, we suffer. Why I know all this? Because I have seen so many come into the temple, and I have helped so many too at the temple. Really bad. I feel sorry for them. So we definitely need to change this way of living for ourselves. And in order for us to change our kids, we have to change ourselves first. Is that right? If we tell our kids to do this, but we don't do it, we tell our kids, don't bring your lover to the toilet, okay? But while we spend hours in the toilet talking with our lovers, then we cannot change them. We have to become a role model for our kids. This is how we change this family, this world, to be a better world, to clear it, to purify it, so we can have a peaceful day and happy day. And so when thought arise, we keep chasing after the thoughts. Now that we have a new habit of not chasing those thoughts anymore, we silently say, thought, acknowledge that we have thought, coming back to the breathing. Another thought pop up, we have to see it, we acknowledge it, come back to the breathing. And then keep coming back to the breathing. Whenever we have thought, acknowledge it. Don't try to push it away. Don't try to eliminate it. Don't get mad. Just simply acknowledge it that you have a thought. Come back to the breathing. And then you hear noise, you hear talking, you hear any type of sound. Acknowledge as a sound, sound, sound. Come back with the breathing. And then feeling, sensation on this body. Just acknowledge it. If it's itchy, 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 itchy. By that area, come back here. Numb, pain, back pain. Acknowledge it. Observe that. Come back with the breathing. That is how we train ourselves to come back to this present moment. We are not living with the past anymore because the past is already past. It's become a history. No one in this world can change history. We don't need to live with it. But we all been living with the past. That's why we suffer. Now that we have to let it go, make a vow for ourselves that I will change and I will become a better person in this world. I will not repeat the same mistake anymore. And then let it go. Move on. Don't think of it. Whenever those thoughts, those things that we have done in our past that is regretful, it's okay. After you make that vow, let it go. When it pop up, what we should do is acknowledge it. That, oh, that thought is popping up now. Come back to the breathing. Take a deep breath. Even if you want to take a deep breath at that moment when you're outside. Take a deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. You can go back to this present moment without chasing those thoughts. And we don't live with regretful anymore. And then we will happy. So this is how to train ourselves to have a new habit. Right? Bringing our concentration back to this present moment with each and every breath going in and out. Now, every day, we have to be mindful on every little thing we do. When we switch our legs, when this movement, when eating, if we are not aware of all these things, it's difficult for us. We have to train ourselves just like a baby. Just like a baby. Know how to crawl and then stand up and fall down and then stand up again and walk and then run. Right? We have to change like that. Step by step. We will be mindful in our daily life. And then when at nighttime when we go to bed, please remember 1 hour before bed, no lovers. This is a must. No lovers, even if you say that you have to check walk for peace. No, it's okay. It's okay. Leave her and him alone. Okay? Breathe. Sit down and breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. And then go to sleep. In the morning when you wake up, the first thing in the morning when you wake up after a long night of rest, if we rest, truly rest without lovers, we can have a good night of sleep. If we live with the lovers during the night, we probably cannot have a good night's sleep. So when we wake up, if our mind is still fresh and pure, not a cloudy mind, please give our mind a job to do before it's picking up all those trash to chew it over and over. Trash means all those bad habits, those bad things in our life. Those are not usable. Those are trash. But our mind is capable to picking up all those bad things, not the good things. They're always picking up all the bad things. And then when they pick up one bad thing and think it over and over, another bad thing will come after. It's like a string coming like that. And so give ourselves a job to do by getting out a piece of paper and a pen. Write down the statement, say, today is going to be my peaceful day. Today is going to be my peaceful day. That's it. Write it down, but it's a must that you have to have a paper. Don't just think in our head. That's not powerful enough. When you have your hand and your mind doing the same work, it is very powerful. It will remind us more during the daytime. After you write that down, read it over with our eyes, read it over and over. and then read it out loud with our mouth, to state it that to the universe, saying that today is going to be my peaceful day, so that no one in this world can mess it up except us. Remember, there will be no one in this world can mess our days up if we are not allowing them. We are the only person who have the right and capable to mess our days up, which we've been there, done that. So now is a chance for us not to mess our days up anymore. It's suffering too much, way too much already, and we don't have much energy left to waste. After we stated that to the universe, we work through our day by practicing mindfulness. Practice loving kindness and compassion. If we don't have loving kindness and compassion, we cannot have peace. Love alone is still have selfishness, because we only love the people we like. But loving kindness and compassion is no boundaries, has no boundaries. Okay? And so during the day, practice mindfulness one step at a time, one thing at a time. No more multitask, trying to lock our lovers for couple hours during the day. Try to practice like that for our own benefit. When you can do that every day, you will have a peaceful day. When you are at peace, your family will be at peace, because they don't have to see your sadness face and stressful face anymore. By seeing us stressed, can they be happy? Of course not. That is why I say it always begins from us, from ourselves, and then within our family. If we can make this world happy and peaceful, if we can make our family's world be happy and peaceful, the society will be happy and peaceful. The whole country will be happy and peaceful. This whole universe will be happy and peaceful. That is how we spread peace, by practicing. So let us all say this thing together. Today is going to be my peaceful day after I count to 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Imagine of that sound, that voice radiated throughout this world by every person in this world are saying and doing the same thing. Just one simple thing like that every day. Instead of we saying all the hurtful things, all the bad things, all the bad words, all those things that we do in life, instead of spreading all those hate and angers and delusion and greedy to that universe, we should only spread this. So when we can all spread only this instead of hate, this universe will shower down, back down with all kind of loving kindness and compassion and peace, so that all beings can have a better place to live. Right? Just like we throw in the ball to the wall and it bounces back. Whatever we throw into this universe, it will always come back. We've been getting it, all kind of disasters. From human, from the Mother Earth. And it's not ended yet. It's still coming. If we don't change now, if we don't change this world now, together, we'll be suffering a lot more. COVID-19 have killed so many people already, and we are so grateful that we're still alive. What about the second COVID coming? What if there's another one coming soon? We're not sure that we be able to escape, right? No one can sure about this. So we have to take our time and utilize our life to live a better life instead of suffering life. All these I have said is come to one thing: determination. Without determination, we cannot do this. Without patience, we cannot do this. Determination, patience, and effort. We have to have effort, to have to put effort into this practicing. And we have to determine that we have to change ourselves. I cannot let myself to go back to the old days anymore. And I will be patiently practicing. I will not give up. Giving up is so easy. Anybody can do this. And a lot of people have been given up. It's because they always wanted to walk on the smooth path. They don't like roller coaster. But in this life, there will be no smoother path. It's always up and down. That's our life. Patiently, if we fail, it's okay. Stand up, walk again. If we fall again, stand up, crawl in, and then walk. We walk until we cannot walk anymore. That's what makes us different with everybody else. That we can climb, we can walk on the flat road, we can climb the mountain, we can walk on any type of path. That makes us different from everyone else. Just like the cactus. I'm not talking about those cactus at our garden. I'm talking about the desert one. There's one time I went to Vietnam and some of the lay devotees took me to one of the beach. And then we have to walk a long way, walk through the desert, all sand and rocks and everything. And I saw a lot of cactus growing big and tall with a lot of needles around it. And I keep looking at those and I found what? A very beautiful flowers on those cactus. And at that moment I said, okay, even this cactus living in this condition of the soil, there's no soil, just rock, sand, hot, humid. But it will never give up. It's still growing and growing even though there's not enough nutrition. There's nothing there. Just sand and then rocks and everything like that. But it keeps fighting and growing, growing and growing. And also can bear flowers, which is a very beautiful flowers, so that people can look at it. When I look at that cactus and I thought about it and I say, then the human being is the same. We live in different conditions of our life. But it doesn't mean that we cannot move on, we cannot change our life. It's just that how much effort that we willing to put in. And are we willing to change ourselves or not? And are we patiently waiting for that fruit to bear or not? And that flowers to bloom or not? It all depends on us. So now that tonight, I hope that we are going to go home and take that into action. We'll practice from today to walk with the Venerable Monk to Washington, D.C. Are we going to walk together? That is low energy for all this crowd. Are we walking together with the Venerable Monks? Okay, now with this energy, I require you to walk in spirit only. Okay? Walk in spirit only by practicing mindfulness, loving kindness, and compassion every day. Be patient, have a strong determination, and put more effort into this practicing. Can we do that? Yes. We will learn to change, right? Yes. And we will walk to Washington, D.C. together, but Washington, D.C. is not the final destination yet. We will have to walk until the end of our life. Every day, please remember to throw loving kindness, compassion, and peace to the universe so that peace can bloom and flourish throughout this country and around the world. I hope you all have a great night, and may you all be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Thank you so much.
Let's give a incredible Greensboro, Guilford County warm thank you to the Venerable Whitaker. Thank you so much. How inspiring. We appreciate you so much. I do believe that the Venerable monks would like to offer a bracelet to our city council folks that are here. So if you can stay at the front for a moment as they do that. Folks, thank you so much for coming out for this amazing, amazing evening. Please go in peace.
So our venerable monks will offer the peace bracelet to the city council and the government official first. And then I don't know if we be able to pass out this bracelet to this crowd. Huh? Oh, yes. You make it difficult to us. Okay, John, can we pass out to the government official first? May I have all the bracelet out here, please? Okay, here's the thing. We are here for peace, so please don't try to push each other. We try to pass it out to everyone tonight. Be patient, remember? Medic, please put the hands up right in front of the stage, please. Everybody stay calm, please. Everybody please stay calm. Let the medic handle that, please. Okay, the rest of the crowd, officers already set it up on behind of the stage on that side, right? Yes, sir. Can you announce it, please?
And so what we will have is the monks will go out this way here. So out to my right. And so if you're on this side here, again, once you get your bracelet, if you'll move towards the back, and then we'll have some that are on the other side for the folks that are closer to the entrance.
Just go this way. Where are you? Yeah.